Hi, aren't you tired of fighting the same battles to break free from addiction, from pain or shame? Well, welcome to ENAC, the 90 days journey of enabling newness. We're stepping into freedom by rooting out lies and sowing the truth, God's truth. Hi, friends. I'm so glad you're here. Welcome to day 13. We'll be talking about the addict next door. So, let's talk about something we often miss when we hear the word addiction. So, when we hear the word addiction, we think of the obvious, right? I've said it time and over again that we think of the overdose, the alcoholic who lost everything, the porn relapse, or like the stories that just scream out, I have a problem, I can't help myself. But the truth is that most addicts don't look like that. For example, how do you know a porn addict? Most addicts aren't falling apart in public. They're functioning, they're smiling, they're posting, they're performing, and nobody suspects a thing. The average addict might be your friend who can't stop dating. Not because they love connection, but because silence terrifies them. They may not feel whole unless someone wants them, so they jump from person to person, always in love, never at peace. Or the average addict might be your boss, always killing deadlines, always leading teams, but he cannot sleep without a glass of wine. It's the only way he can keep his thoughts quiet at night. Or, I don't know, he does something else to make sure that he's always on, always in control. Have you heard of people who never do anything strenuous or do anything like activity based, something that is going to make them work hard without taking energy drinks or energy boosters? So addiction doesn't always start with pleasure. Sometimes it starts with pain, and our brains are, it seems as though they are beautifully wired to survive and latch onto anything that gives relief, right? So it could be sugar, shopping, fantasy, praise. And the worst part is because it's not loud, no one checks in. Nobody knows, so nobody's going to intervene. You keep going, you keep smiling, you keep doing great in public, but you're crashing in secret. And that's why today's episode matters, because maybe you've never used a drug in your life, but you can't stop doing something that's slowly eating you away, right? And you know it deep within you. You know that thing. If that's you, I want you to know that addiction isn't always visible, but it's always trying to fill a gap. So the real question isn't, why can't I stop this? It's, what am I trying not to feel? Have you ever sat down and maybe paused to think, like, what am I trying to numb? What am I trying to numb away? What traumatic experience have I never spoken? Do you know that reflection and journaling, in as much as it may sound cliche to some people, it uncovers a lot. Or just talking about it, like when I had the opportunity to do the first 10 series, I didn't even, like, there were some things that I unraveled from years back that felt new to me, that was like, what? I've been holding that for so long. So back to what I was saying. We need to trace it back, right? We need to understand what it is. Is it loneliness? Is it fear? Is it trauma? Like I said, we cannot just stop managing behavior. We need to start healing our roots. In case you've not listened to the podcast where I talked about roots versus fruits, yeah, I think you need to go and listen to that. So healing is possible, of course, if you're going to be honest, and definitely you need support, right? So I'm not just talking like physical support. You need support from God. But I would explain why all this is important in the later episodes to come. So that's a powerful start, and I'm proud of you for actually listening. If you're listening to this point, I'm actually very proud of you, because it seems that you are ready to uncover, and you are ready to heal and move on with your life beautifully. And I hope you keep walking this road with me, gently, bravely, and one layer at a time. So until next time, stay rooted, stay open, and stay real. Bye.